I mean, that's one reason why, like you said, it can be like a blessing and a curse, right? Because all dependent on you. So sometimes, you're just like killing it, you're in the flow, you're crushing it, you're getting things done, you feel awesome. And sometimes you just feel overwhelmed and you feel like it's your fault because it's too much. But it's just the nature of being an entrepreneur. I'm sure we all go through those phases. So, in my content and in trying to help people, I'm trying to get them over this hurdle of thinking that they can't be entrepreneurs. Like they can't quit the 9 to 5. They can't quit being an employee and be a business owner. But what do you think it is that stops so many people from thinking that they can do it? Like it's not easy, but it's also not impossible. And sometimes I forget, like because I'm in a community with you and other people, my peers, people that are learning from you, and I'm in other groups of entrepreneurs also. So when I talk with them, we're just like, yeah, yeah, let's get it. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, implement this system. Oh, let me connect you with this person who can help you with that challenge. And then I talk with my friends from like high school or college, and I just try to plant the entrepreneurial bug in their mind, and just like, no, and I forget that most people are not like that, and I don't
Hmm.
even know what the resistance is to it, but they're just like comfortable. I mean, I know it's comfortable, it's steady, but I know like they are kind of interested, but they don't want to do it. What do you think it is? What do you think it is that makes most people think they don't want their own business?
Fear.
Fear. Yeah.
Fear. I think it's very simple. It's people, and you hit it nail on the head, right? Being comfortable, especially, let's say you have a job that pays well and you're not struggling financially and it's good and you don't hate it.
Hmm.
That's actually the worst place to be. The worst place to be is like a 7 out of 10, because
Hmm.
then you aren't going to take action on anything because, well, why would I quit my job, and I have a good job and it's not bad and I like my boss and I have a lot of friends there, and that's in my opinion that's the thing I'm the most afraid
Yeah.
of, is that, because then you're
Yeah.
stuck in a
Be
7 out of 10
comfortable.
for the rest of
Yeah.
your life. Now,
Yeah.
there's people who have a corporate job who love it and they're passionate about it and they love that world, and
Mhm.
that's awesome for those people. Like, I'm very happy for those people, but that's not
Mhm.
me, right? That's not who I
Right.
am. What I think it takes is a certain pain threshold, and this is just from talking to other
Mm.
entrepreneurs
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and understanding all of their journeys as well. You have to hit a certain pain threshold that's going to invoke action for you to
Mhm.
do something. And
Yeah.
that's like 2 out of 10, right? Like maybe you got fired, or maybe you
Mhm.
just hit a point where you're so fed up with the thing that you're doing that you're willing to take action, because it all comes down to action at the end of the day. And if you're not in a position where you will actually take any action, then you're not going to be successful. Like, for some people, that's experiencing enough failure
Mhm.
to realize that they need to take it more serious, right? That could be, we're talking about building a digital business. That could be, I tried drop shipping and it didn't work. I tried to do an Amazon FBA store and it didn't work. I'm looking at affiliate marketing. I don't know if it's going to work. I tried it. It's not really working. That it could be that, right? Like, I tried so
Mhm.
much stuff. Nothing's
Yeah.
working. That's actually really good. That's a good place to be, because you've experienced a lot of failure and
Mhm.
you're in a position where you can understand, like, okay, this is where I need to be. I know people are making money doing this. I know there's a lot of value here, but I just need to really go. And that's actually who I'm looking to bring into my program, is people like that, right? People who are, they've been looking around for a little bit and they haven't really taken tons of action, but they're ready to really
Mhm.
go all in
Right.
with something. And the moment you go all in is the moment your business will start to grow.
For
It's
sure.
it's 1 to 1. Like, I've seen it so many times where you go in, you reinvest, you spend the money to learn, you get surrounded by the right people, and then that's when your business will start to grow. And I was talking to someone in our program about this too, because he's at a point, he's at a dip point, right? Like, he's been doing it, but he's like, man, I don't know if this is going to happen, blah blah blah. And it's, you have to treat your business as a business,
Mhm.
right? If you treat your business as a side hustle and as a hobby, it's going to be a side hustle. It's going to be a hobby. If you treat your business like a business, then it's going to turn into a real business, right? It's all
Mhm.
about the input that you put into it.
That's really good. Yeah. So, we're talking about fear, right? The number one reason why most people don't try to have their own business, to be entrepreneurs is like the fear. And I think it's the fear of failure, right? And I
Right.
think real entrepreneurs, no matter how many times they fail, they just have to try something else until they don't fail anymore, right? And I think people that say they're going to try a side hustle, and maybe if their side hustle is lucrative or successful enough, then maybe they'll make a transition. Like that's an excuse because they're afraid to commit to it because of the failure. But if they say, "Hey, I have this side hustle," if it doesn't turn out to be successful, they can just say, "Oh, it's just a side hustle, no big deal," you know. So I think that's huge too. Yeah, it's interesting. Failure. Yeah, so much fear. And one thing that one of my other mentors told me, this is my social media marketing mentor that I've had for a while. One thing that he always says, and I love it, it's comfort is the place where your dreams go to die. And every time
Yeah.
I hear that, I'm like, man, I'm comfortable. Oh man, my dreams are gonna die. I got to get out of here. You know, like I love that saying. And now I use it when I talk to people too, and they talk about being comfortable. But I don't know if you talk to your friends who are not entrepreneurs about it, you kind of sound like an asshole. So you just you have to
Yeah.
watch who you say. You can't say it to everyone, right?
Yeah, 100%.